Thank you, Chairman Hudson, for holding this hearing, and I want to thank witnesses for being here to testify and your expertise. As Chairman Hudson outlined, Hurricane Helene wreaked havoc in Georgia's 12th district, causing significant damage to our communications infrastructure, leaving our residents unable to call for help, check in with family to let them know they were safe, and in many cases made it impossible to receive helpful updates about available resources and services. I remember our first press conference, and the director of disaster management was talking about the shelters and food and water, and that they were located in various places, and someone asked the question, well, how do we know where they are? He said, go to our website. We had no website. And thankfully to Elon Musk and Starlink, he gave folks the opportunity to have 3 months free satellite service that a lot of folks took advantage of. And those things came up pretty quickly, and we had systems in place to help fill the gaps with recovery efforts and that got underway. But basically, power-wise, we were down 10 days in most places, in some places 3 weeks in rural areas. Mr. Strupp, are there any barriers to further expanding these services, and what would those barriers be?
There are a couple restraining factors that I would note. And as Ms. Azikar noted, there are a couple different ways of providing direct-to-device services. One is using MSS spectrum, and the other is partnering with mobile terrestrial carriers to utilize their spectrum. Being able to negotiate those agreements and ensure that they're providing service and not causing interference to adjacent systems, not necessarily something that's driven by the regulatory process, but is something that is time-consuming in being able to provide service. So that is one that I would note.
Mr. Gold, do you have any further thing to add about any barriers to further expanding these services?
Thank you for the question. I think licensing reform will help. I know the FCC has its supplemental coverage from space framework that initially focused on the easy cases, and there's more and more attention about, okay, how do we fold in the hard cases too? I think movement on that could certainly help. I think NTIA coordination tends to be a factor in the limited number of spectrum bands where you can do a direct-to-device deployment, and I think speeding that up and providing more transparency and certainty certainly will help as well. And to your point about emergency response, this is a unique technology that can be deployed anywhere on a dime, and with no infrastructure deployment, they're already there, and mass accessibility as soon as you turn it on, and I think improving the framework is really important. So thank you.
Well, you just answered my next question to you about innovation in the industry and new entrants to the market, which has helped bring communication services to previously unserved Americans like my constituents in rural Georgia. This direct-to-device and broadband services is rapidly developing. And to further expand on that question, what can Congress do to help encourage this innovation and provide for new entrants into this marketplace?
I think Congress is doing the right things. I think this bill will help on the FCC licensing side. I think it'll even have spillover effects on NTIA, where there's always a dynamic where you almost need an excuse to hurry up the feds at the other agencies and say, right, I've got a deadline. Yeah. And this bill is going to do it, and I think really improve outcomes here.
Right, good. Okay, thank you again very much. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.